So this is a Leopard A1A1, my favorite tank in the game. And this is the Type 74, the best tank in the game. I have a grin on, I'm kidding. We're going to compare these two tanks though today and talk a little bit about how closely related they are now. So the Type 74 in general, a little bit faster of a tank than the A1A1. And it also has a stabilizer, so normal stabilizer, and it has better armor. If we can look, 80 mils are sloped back a little bit better, and the turret armor is way better than the Leopard A1A1. Although the Leopard A1A1 has some trolley turret armor, this thing has worse gun depression, and that's why I would say it's not, but it is as good as the Leopard. It's a very confusing thing. So the STB has all the qualities that you would want in a tank, like the Leopard. It has decent armor, surprisingly enough, good turret armor. It has the 9 degrees of gun depression. It has 9 degrees of gun elevation, which is a problem. It has a stabilized gun, and it's decently mobile. The Leopard has all of that as well, aside from the armor. So, you know, why would the Type 74 be better? I don't know. I think the Type 74 is better than the Leopard 1, and I think the Leopard A1A1 is better than the Type 74, and the STB is better than the Leopard A1A1. So, yeah, confusing, right? Pretty confusing. I think this tank right here, the STB, just the off the rip STB, is very close to the best tank in the game. Very close. I think the Leopard and this tank share a lot of qualities. They're very closely related. The only difference is turret armor and reload rate. The Leopard wins on reload rate still. It's still the king with the 7.1 second reloading L7. But other than that, I mean, 1 second difference it's a big difference, but it's not big enough to justify the tank being completely better. You know, it's a big difference, and it was a big difference when these tanks weren't stabilized and the Leopard had a better gun stabilization unit. But now that they have pretty much the same thing, which they shouldn't, I'm pretty sure in real life that the Type 74 and the STB had worse stabilization than the Leopard A1A1. I'm not going to fight on that point. In game, I would say they're all very close. These 3-4 tanks, the Leopards and the STB and the Type 74, are very closely related. So we're going to play all of them today, and you guys get your opinion. You get to see some top tier gameplay from most of the MBTs that you know, these are what you grind for, in my opinion. I think you grind your entire War Thunder career to get these tanks, these types of tanks, and I'm excited to play them. Okay, so for our first match, we're going to be taking out the Leopard. Now, obviously my favorite tank in the game, like I said, and that won't change. So you guys who think that I only like the Leopard because it was the best tank in the game, that's false. It's just a fantastic looking tank. I've always been infatuated with just the Leopards, the German tanks. I love the new Leopard 2s. They are some of my favorite MBTs ever to grace this earth. They just look fantastic. They are fast, maneuverable. I love them. I don't know what it is about it. You just see a tank sometimes and it talks to you. And that would be me with the Leopard. But they're all pretty similar. The STB, Type 74, we'll just say these tanks. Now, when I say these, that's what I'm referring to. They all are very similar in maneuverability, in speed, in how you have to play them. They have the same guns. They fire the same ammunition. Very similar. So, you know, you can do pretty much anything you do with one, you can do with all. I just want that to come across, and I want that to be known. Now, I haven't mentioned yet that the Type 74 and the STB have hydraulic or hydropneumatic suspension, however you pronounce that. I'm sorry, I'm not well versed. They all have that suspension where you can lower and raise the front and back of the tank side to side, and it helps in certain situations. That being said, I don't find myself using it as much as I think I would because it takes a second to go into effect, and if you don't have the snapshot on somebody within those seconds anyway, you're probably dead at top tier. You know, you don't really have the time to use it most of the time, if that makes sense. And I hope you guys get that. Now, this is my first game in the Leopard today. First game today. I don't know how well I'm going to do, but I hope I can get a decent game for y'all. Take out that T-54. There was a T-62, it looked like, crossed his path in front of him. He should be coming on this side of the building. I don't know. And if you guys don't have tanks with stabilizers yet, you don't understand how big of a help it is. They are insanely helpful for everyday situations that you get into. Whenever you have to stop the tank on a short notice, you don't have to adjust for the aim. You just shoot, which is fantastic. Driver and gunner. Okay, awesome. So we'll take him out right now. And there is another. Oh, ZSU flanked me on the side. Damn, we're going to have to hop into another game then. Because I did not bring any more Leopards or backups, I don't think. I have no backups. Gosh darn diddly dang. Okay, game 2 in the Leopard. Oh, man. Every time I take this thing out, I really do love it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's just, it's something about this tank. It just feels incredible. Look at it. Just look at it, please. Please, just take a look. I know there are a lot of people who love the Leopard. They're not the vocal minority in the comments. I know that for a fact. Because whenever I do a Leopard video, right, I get a lot of comments like, oh, the Leopard again, blah, blah, blah. But it always gets more views and more likes than any other video. So I know there are the silent motherfuckers who love the Leopard. And they just glaze over it. They're like, okay, we like the video, but we're not going to support Slick on this because he has an addiction. But, you know, what are you going to do about it? Let's talk more about just how much I love this tank. No, I'm kidding. Let's try to highlight more of the tank. Now, there is a reason I'm not doing the Leopard 1. That's because I don't feel like playing the Leopard 1. I think they're super similar. I don't know if that one actually has a stabilizer. I don't think it does. I think that this is the only Leopard with a stabilizer, which in turn would make the STB and the Type 74 a better combo. But at the same time, you know, with the introduction of the Type 87 too, I don't even know, man. The Leopard was kind of interesting by itself when it was the only one in the game, but now it's not the only one in the game. Whew! You brought your IS-2 to the wrong battle. But now that the Leopard isn't like a unique AA in the game, and Japan has it too, they kind of have the best of both worlds. I'm not gonna lie. They really stole Germany's lineup. I guess they didn't really steal it. What else does Japan have? They have a decent sneaky tank too, the Type 60, which, you know, it's fun and it works in small doses as a backup. You have the STB and the Type 74, the Type 87. They have an ATGM vehicle that, while it's probably shit now, I haven't used it. It has a slow meter per second. They still have one. I think Germany might have the better lineup just because of planes. I don't think that Japan makes the best multi-role planes, while Germany gets the Horton, the Arados, the CL, like I just showed you with those rockets. I don't know if Japan's F-30 can carry rockets. I would assume it can, but then you'd have to be 9.0 all the time. And the Raketen Jagdpanzer is no doubt better than the Type 60 ATGM, or ATM, I believe it's called. It's fun to poke and prod at the lineups, though, and see what you think is better. What do you guys like better? I should ask you guys, because I know there are a lot of veterans who watch these videos, and usually you guys aren't the vocal minority, so just let me know now. I know it's tough to comment, but the vocal minority, not the vocal minority, the veterans who watch these videos and stuff, let me know what you guys think, because I know it's not everybody has both tanks to compare, but the people who have the A1 and the STB, let me know. What do you guys think is better? What do you guys have more fun playing? I think there is a certain charm to the Leopard over these new Japanese tanks, but I think that might just be from me because I'm a little boondy boo. Not a lot of action going on, is there? I think somebody came out here. I hope I don't get hit. I'm in the middle of no man's land. Hold on. I saw a turret. Should probably keep moving, but I saw a turret. There he is, there he is. Yeah, I see him coming out of their spawn. Commander. Oh, I should have just shot at the back of the turret. I got you. No! I didn't save the Leopard. I'm a terrible teammate. I need to bind a button for the stabilizer already. If you guys haven't done that yet, I advise it thoroughly. So you can turn the stabilizer off when you need to turn the turret. Alright, so that should be it on that flank. I could go around behind their spawn, but I'm not that kind of guy right now. I'm not really feeling it. We're trying to highlight the strengths of this vehicle. Where did he go? What? Oh, there he is. I don't know why you would just blatantly push me like that. I was a little nervous because he knew where I was. It was the same guy I just killed, I think. Yeah, I just killed both his lives. I don't think he could spawn in anything else. I have to check that, though, because if he spawns in a ZSU, I'm kaputs. That seems good so far. Alright, we're going to roll up behind them. I'm going to clear out this hill, actually. There's got to be somebody up there, right? I don't see anybody. He spawned again. Most definitely in his ZSU. It's undoubtable. So I'm just going to turn and burn out of here before I get ZSU'd in the ass. We're going to play our life. It's going to be a longer video today, but I know people have been asking for that, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Keep her driving. Keep her driving. Alright, get out of this situation. Nice. They're capping A. Oh, our team is all dead? That's actually very interesting that our entire team is dead. I didn't know that. I was busy doing my shenanigans over here. Wasn't paying attention to the team that that needs me to pamper them because they don't know how to play their goddamn tanks. Hopefully this video will shed some light on how to Leopard / STB and not lose to Russia. It's not hard to kill them. All it takes is one heat shell. If you're stock, you have an excuse. I mean, a semi-excuse. I feel like I'm going to roll past them again. If they're in A, I'm scared I'm going to get shot. Do I just not see them? Am I blind? No, there's a tank. I can't shoot him. I can't shoot his hull. You know how big of a pain in the ass that is? Commander, horizontal turret drive. Get that guy. Oh, there's an IT-1.
Oh, we back.
Was that the one that I shot? So in an aced state, the Type 74 and the STB are well, I know the Type 74. I don't know about the STB. Is most definitely a little bit quicker than the Leopard, and I mean a little bit. I don't know why, but it is. It's a little bit quicker. I don't know the whole rundown details. I'm not going to read you off engine stats and RPM specifics because the fact of the matter is that doesn't necessarily matter as much as we think it does in game. Real life statistics are just real life statistics. I'm curious as to the in-game stuff, and that's what I want to throw across to you guys. Is I want you guys to realize I'm doing this for in-game purposes. If you want to play the tank in-game, you'll know about it in-game. I'm not going to give you a bunch of information that could or could not be in-game, that could or could not be helpful, that I read off of some, thing I found online. It's just, I'm taking what we got in front of me, and we're going to roll with it. So the STB, I do like it a lot, and I like the Type 74. This is the Type 74. If you can't tell the difference, they are very similar. The only difference is this IR light that is enormous on the front of the Type 74. But look how fast this thing is. It feels a little bit lighter on its feet than the Leopard does, most definitely. I'm going to drop the front here. Remember how I said it's not super useful? Well, it is when you do get the chance to use it. It looks like a chieftain. Tracked. That sucks. But he's down. Trying to hit a cheeky shot on him. Ooh, nice. Nice kill. Alright, take out that T-54. And we're looking pretty good. We murked them off that site. I'd say we should watch middle now. So we'll move it over.
We have taken the initiative. Attack the A point.
Watch all up in there. Ooh. Whew. What? I just hole braked it. Oh, it's a CSU. Damn, that was a terrible shot on my part, too. That went nowhere near him. Oh, tank. It's dead? I think it's knocked out. Yeah, it's dead. That was an awful shot. I can't believe I hole braked him. But we'll take it. All right. Do I not have my front down? I do. It's a real sham. Tank behind that hill. I don't know if I want to stay peaked. We're fine. We gave him a real walloping so far. IT1 on the beach, it looks like. He's dead. Oh, we are steamrolling them this game. Which is lovely. There's still a tank behind that ridge. I don't know what he thought he was going to do. He was like, run to cover! Run! Run to cover! So first game in the Type 74 is already going a little bit better than our Leopard games. I don't think it has anything to do with the tank. I think if I was in the Leopard, it'd do the same thing in this situation, but maybe I'm just a fanboy, no? Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, another ZSU. Damn. But that's okay, because we have the Type. Oh, fuck. We have the STB in this lineup. We have the Type. So the STB, the other vehicle that we've been comparing, is definitely slower. I think it's slower. I should look at the engine stats. I feel like that makes sense. I don't know why I wouldn't. It's a little bit slower than the Type, and I think it handles a little bit worse. But it has better gun depression. Look at that. -9 degrees there, baby. And it also has the hydraulic suspension. Hydraulic. I am drinking coffee right now, and it is taking full effect. I just want everybody to note that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm going to be honest right now from what I'm feeling. They're super similar. It's such a hard decision. I don't think you can go wrong with either tank. If you had to pick between, I don't know what you could. You know, you can't really go wrong with them. They're both amazing vehicles. There's some AA. Oh wait, what? There's no longer AA. Oh, there's a Falcon. Whew. Totally couldn't have done that in any other time. Alright guys, so overall consensus on the STB Type 74 Leopard, they're all great tanks. If you get any of them, you're going to have a great time. They're going to be able to hold their own in the top tier matchmaking. That is after you, of course, get the heat. I think prior to heat, they're all pretty much the same as well. And yeah, I think that's about it. Let me know what you guys think is the best in the comments down below. Let me know if you want to see this Versus series carry on with different vehicles, and I will see you guys in the next one.